Hi, I'm Ashley, and this is Mia. In this video, we're going to talk about verbs. You ready? Let's go! You already know about verbs that are used to express an action, but there are two other kinds of verbs as well. They are called helping and linking. Helping verbs and linking verbs do not show action, but they are important parts of many sentences. Let's take a look at all three kinds of verbs. Many verbs express an action or something that the subject does, such as hop, kick, drive, or speak. Remember, the subject tells who or what the sentence is about. An action verb can tell us what the subject is doing. So, an action verb is something that the subject does, right? Let's review that real quick. In this sentence, let's think, what did the subject do? Read it with me. Nathan jumped over the fence. Who is this sentence about? Nathan, right. And what did he do? He jumped. Nice work. Jumped is an action verb showing what our subject Nathan was doing. A helping verb helps the main verb express its action. The helping verb does not show any action by itself, but it's right there with the action verb to help it make sense in the sentence. In the first sentence, Henry is running. Is the helping verb. Without it, Henry running would not make sense. In the second sentence, Ian was eating an apple. Eating is the action verb, but the word was is helping it make sense in the sentence. In the third sentence, I am working. Working is the action verb. Can you find the helping verb? That's right, am is the helping verb. There are exactly 23 helping verbs in the English language. They are am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been, may, might, must, have, has, had, do, does, did, will, can, shall, would, should, and could. These are the verbs we sometimes need to use to help the main verbs make sense in our sentences. Can you find the helping verbs in these sentences? Remember, helping verbs do not show any action, but they help the action make sense in the sentence. The first sentence says, Sam is playing. Can you find the helping verb? That's right. The helping verb is. It helps the action verb, playing. Because Sam playing wouldn't make sense. What about Joni was bathing the dog? If you found was, you are correct. Was helps the action verb, bathing, make sense in the sentence. Let's look at the last one. Birds have been eating at our feeder. Do you see two helping verbs in this sentence? That's right. Have and been are both helping verbs that help the action verb, eating. Sometimes we use more than one helping verb to make our sentences make sense. Linking verbs are also verbs that do not express action. A linking verb is a verb that connects the subject to adjectives and describes the subject, or connects the subject to nouns that label or rename the subject. Every sentence must have a verb, and when there is no action in a sentence, you will find a linking verb. Many linking verbs are also helping verbs, like am, is, are, was, were. But You will know the difference because helping verbs are attached to a verb that shows action. However, if there's no action being expressed by the subject, a linking verb connects the subject to the rest of the sentence. Some other words that are often used as linking verbs are being, been, appear, become, feel, look, seem, smell, taste. Read this first sentence with me. They are happy. Are is the linking verb. Are links they to happy. You wouldn't say they happy. That doesn't make any sense. You need a verb to connect the subject, they, to the describing word happy. But there is no action in the sentence. They are not doing anything. We are just describing them as happy. Now let's read the next one. Sarah is a gymnast. Is the linking verb, connecting Sarah to the label that renames her as a gymnast. Sarah is not performing an action in this sentence. Last one, read with me. Cookies taste delicious. Taste is the linking verb. Sometimes taste is an action that the subject is doing, but in this sentence, the cookies are not doing the tasting. They are being described as delicious. Remember that verbs are classified as action, helping, or linking. Now you are ready to master the quiz, and remember to always be clever.